So, und jetzt soll es aber losgehen mit den ersten beiden Vorträgen und wir werden gleich Hervé Tessler hören. Er wird den Anfang machen und dann Branislav Radomirovic. Sie beide werden die ersten Keynotes halten. Und da wird es das Thema sein, unsere Pläne, Ihr Vorsprung. Denn wir hatten es ja gesagt, es ist eine große, machtvolle Allianz gebildet worden und die beiden werden Ihnen einen tiefen Einblick geben in die Visionen und in die Strategien, die Noventiq zu einem der führenden IT-Service-Unternehmen in der Welt gemacht haben. Also Sie können aus erster Hand erfahren, was sind die Geheimnisse, welche neuen Maßstäbe gibt es für Sie und damit profitieren für Ihr Unternehmen. Also es geht jetzt um nicht weniger als den Blick in die Zukunft, in Ihr Business. Und wir freuen uns sehr, jetzt Hervé Tessler begrüßen zu dürfen. Bitte schön.
So the first question is, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
That's a good start. Second question is, can you see me?
As well.
Okay, very good, because I can't, I need to double check that because I can't see that on my screen. So first, Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen, thank you for joining us today at that Noventiq Softline AG event. I'm Hervé Tessler. You probably get that from my accent. I'm French. I'm gonna try to high level take you through Noventiq. What is Noventiq? I think it might be relatively new for some of you, even if we have a very strong legacy in Germany through Softline AG, who's already working with a number of very large customers in the country. But I'm going to take you through a high-level summary of the company that I run, and I'm the CEO at Noventiq. So I have a third question, which is, can you see my slides? Because I can't see anything on my screen. Can you see slides? Yes? Do I have a way to see my slide on? Yeah, okay, that's much better. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. First, I mean, Noventiq is really a global provider of digital transformation, cybersecurity, more and more artificial intelligence solutions and services for customers of all size, from small and medium size to large enterprise, private government entities across 60 countries. So we have direct operations in 60 countries across Europe, the Middle East, Asia, Latin America, and we have a very unique large footprint in India, where we've built in the last decade a business from scratch that is now $1 billion in turnover with 3,000 plus employees, presence in 10 cities in India, and more importantly, a very large presence in Bangalore in India. And Bangalore, as you know, is the kind of a Silicon Valley in India, where we've developed a lot of capabilities, especially in cybersecurity. You can see that we are operating on a market that is expected to reach 500 billion by 2025. And that market is growing double digit. The IT market is growing double digit in the geographies where we operate. So we're obviously experiencing a very fast financial growth. So you can see some of the numbers on the top right of that chart. We basically experienced in the last 3 years a CAGR of 41%. The numbers here are net revenue. So we're now $500 million in net revenue, which is equivalent to roughly $2 billion in turnover. And we've basically doubled the size of our business in the last 2 years. So very fast, profitable growth. We are a provider of a portfolio of really market-leading software, cloud, technology, IT services, solutions, to our global customer base. I'm not going to develop that much because I know you're going to spend more time with the teams today looking deeper into our portfolio. Another thing that's really important is that we have historical for a long time, for decades, global partnerships with the largest global technology vendors. At the center of that group of providers and partners, we have obviously the big cloud services provider, Google, AWS, but Microsoft is really what I call our technology center of gravity. We have decades of partnership with Microsoft. We are one of the very few globally managed partners for Microsoft. When Microsoft is running a very small group, a handful, maybe 20-ish global partners globally, and as you know, they have hundreds of thousands of partners, and it means that Microsoft is having dedicated resources in Redmond managing the partnership with Noventiq, which is giving us a lot of insights in their strategy, in their technology developments, and which is also allowing us to build co-investment in a number of targeted strategic geographies. Last but not least, we have a workforce of 6,400 employees across the 60 countries where we operate. We have managed our growth through a mix, roughly balanced 50-50 of organic growth and inorganic growth. And we have a very successful track record at acquiring very specific, successful companies in the different markets where we operate. So moving forward to the next slide. And again, here it's kind of trying to show what we are doing in that ecosystem of the digital transformation IT industry. And I'm not going to develop all of that slide because, again, you're going to have the opportunity to discuss live with the teams on the portfolio, on the innovation. But maybe the one comment I'll make here is about what I call our successful model. We have operations in a number of emerging countries, and we are a big believer that there's no one size fits all when you have a global footprint, and each market is different. I mean, obviously, you start with a different language, but the culture, the market dynamics, the competitive environment, the customer needs sometimes might be different. And so we have a very specific operating model at Noventiq that I call a glocal model. Glocal stands for, being balanced between leveraging global assets. We have global delivery capabilities. Noventiq is a global brand. As I said earlier, we have global partnerships with global technology vendors, but we are building very, very strong local presence, local market relevance. We have in each one of the countries where we operate very strong, talented local teams. And the team at Softline AG is a very kind of good living example of that, because we strongly believe that it's all about building local market relevance, local market connection, local market knowledge, local customer intimacy, and we are exceptionally good at doing that. And Germany is a good example of that. So moving forward to my last slide, it's trying to present how we kind of operate in that ecosystem. We're basically at the center of that, permanently flying wheel of the technology IT ecosystem in the countries where we operate. I'm not going to come back on, the very large partnerships we have with the global vendors that you can see on the left, a number of examples of very large customers that we have, to which we're providing a lot of IT services, and you've got the example of Volkswagen in Germany, but as you may know, we're working in Germany, if I'm right, with a number of very large customers already, such as Volkswagen, Audi, Porsche, Peugeot, but also companies like Allianz, in the energy sector, Shell, Total Energy. So we've got a number of references, but basically Noventiq, in the markets where we operate, we play as a platform, as a bridge, and we basically bridge the kind of very strong global technology vendors' offerings and capabilities, our own IP. We bridge that to our customers, again, across all industries, but we also bridge our own talent teams to the needs of our customers to kind of help them go basically through their digital transformation journey. So I'm going to pause here. I don't want to kill the meeting. Again, thank you very much for joining. I'm going to be happy to stay in touch, answer any questions you might have, and I'm going to hand over to the team to take you through more details around our portfolio of offerings.